Struggling to get anything out under pressure or not being able to answer a question right away is frustrating. You are standing there, everyone's looking at you, and your mind just goes blank. We've all been there. The good news? This doesn't happen because you're dumb. Quite the opposite. Often you just have so many thoughts swirling around in your head about a topic that you get overwhelmed. And then comes the blackout. But don't worry, you can change that. In this video I will show you a simple method to think faster and answer on the spot on any topic, and all in just 5 minutes. I recently discovered this technique and I'm thrilled with how it helped me respond confidently in spontaneous conversations or stressful situations. And the best part, it's so simple and works in every situation. I promise. Before we get to the method, let's quickly clarify why knowledge is necessary in certain situations to even be able to respond. For simple questions like, do you like to travel, you don't need expertise. Pretty much anyone can answer that. But in professional settings like at work, in meetings or during technical discussions, knowledge is a fundamental requirement. And here it makes a huge difference whether you just know a topic or truly understand it. If you only memorize facts, it takes forever to retrieve them in your head, especially when everyone's staring at you. But if you really understand the topic, you can react to it spontaneously because you understand the connections. Without this, no method will work, no matter how good it is. By the way, I've already explained how to best acquire knowledge in my video on learning how to learn. Feel free to check it out. And just as a side note, the more background knowledge you have, the easier it is to elaborate a bit in conversations and cleverly connect related topics. This not only makes you seem competent, but also interesting because you can point out connections others might have not noticed. Think about the last conversation that really impressed you. Often it's those casual remarks that, oh, I didn't know that moment, that makes the difference. Now let's get to the technique, the 3-2-1 method. But first a quick note on why you need something like this. Under pressure, 1,000 thoughts race through your head at once. And without a clear structure, you get lost in them. You don't know where to start and just freeze. A framework gives your mind a kind of anchor to hold onto, helping to organize the chaos. And that's exactly what the 3-2-1 method provides. It works in every situation, whether at work, in school or in private life, and helps structure your thoughts instantly, even under pressure. Here's how it works. When someone asks you a question or you need to respond spontaneously, think in this framework. 3 steps, 2 types, or 1 thing. Important, you can simply pick one of the 3 options depending on what feels easiest for you in the moment. Let me explain that with an example. Someone asks you for productivity tips. If you choose 3 steps, you could say, there are 3 steps to being more productive. First, plan your day. Then, set priorities. And finally, minimize distractions. If you pick 2 types, you might say, there are 2 types of people when it comes to productivity. Some work with to-do lists, others with time blocks. Or go with 1 thing and say, the 1 thing you need to know about productivity is that multitasking slows you down. This way you instantly have a structure that makes you appear confident because you're not stumbling around, you just dive right in. And the best part? After this starting point, it's no problem to keep talking. Once you begin with one of the 3 options, something magical happens in your brain. The entry, like saying there are 3 steps, acts like a starting signal. Your mind now has a clear focus and no longer has to search through the chaos for the perfect beginning or the perfect thought. Instead, this anchor triggers a kind of thought flow. Your brain latches onto the structure and starts automatically delivering relevant content. You say, first you plan your day and then you automatically think of how to explain it. It's like a domino effect. The first piece falls and the rest follows naturally. The pressure to know everything at once disappears because you only need to think about the next point. So you just keep talking without hesitation and you come across as totally confident. But as with everything, practice makes perfect. The 3-2-1 method won't be flawless overnight, especially not under pressure. So here's my tip. Train it consciously. Ask yourself spontaneous questions while standing in front of the mirror or get friends to bombard you with random questions. What do you think about climate change? Or how do you resolve conflicts? This way you get used to jumping into this framework quickly, even under stress. Do this a few times and you will notice how your mind automatically thinks in a more structured way, even when you're nervous. I hope the 3-2-1 method helps you just as much as it helped me. Don't give up if it doesn't work right away. Practice makes perfect. See you next time.